What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Man up here coming at you with another recap of the Texans versus the Colts. I guess you could say after the game part two. I guess I usually don't do this, but got a little free time, so I said I'd give my full thoughts on this game since I know I didn't the last time. Alrighty, excuse me. Now, what I did like most about this game is that we came out and we won the game. You know what I'm saying? We put that ugly loss behind us with the Ravens, put that behind us, and we came out and won this game like we were supposed to. Now, another thing as well too, I like how Will Fuller came back to this game and basically showed his ass. Took a lot of heat off of DeAndre Hopkins, to I guess you could say have a better chance of doing what we're supposed to do. Now we are clearly in the lead in the AFC South. Sitting right now at 7-4, and we pretty much got this game on lock. Our next opponent is going to be the Patriots, which we're getting plenty of time of rest. Happy for that. Kind of like a mini bye, getting some rest, relax. Hopefully, some people heal up from injuries. Speaking of that, Dylan Cole torn his ACL, so man, we just need one season with no major injuries. Or no injuries at all, I should say. I don't wish no injuries upon nobody, but you know what I'm saying. So with all that being said, though, let me go ahead and get into a little bit of the stats here. Not DeAndre, I'm sorry. Deshaun Watson, 19 of 30 for 298 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Now that 1 pick that he threw got tipped just slightly at the line of scrimmage, and then became got tipped again, and then was basically caught. You know what I'm saying, by the second person that tipped it. So anywhere it go, he threw a pick. So 2 touchdowns, 298 yards. Still not a bad game. 11 incompletions. Not too happy about that, but you know, it is what it is. Carlos Hyde rushed for 67 yards, Duke Johnson 22, and Deshaun Watson for 10. Now, I'm not a big fan of Deshaun Watson running, but I know it's the style of play that we have right now. Not a big fan of it, I guess you could say. But it is what it is. Now, here go the big stats right here. Will Fuller, 140 yards. Now, I'm going to be honest. I watched that game twice. It's kind of one of those games to where he got the yards on a couple of big plays, but it's like I didn't think it was 140. I'm thinking maybe 90 or maybe even 100. But, when I watched it, I was like, okay, well, hey. He's a speed guy. And when he's running, he's open. He got that slight edge on somebody, or maybe he's wide open. Deshaun Watson got to get that ball out of his hand quick because he's a speed, because Will Fuller's a speed guy. Then let's go to DeAndre Hopkins. He got the 2 touchdowns, 94 yards. Jordan Akins, 26. Darren Fells, 24. Duke Johnson, 8. And Kenny Steele, 6. Now, there was a little bit of, I saw Will Fuller grabbing his hamstring after one catch, so I don't know if he was really, if he'll just tighten up on him or what, but it is what it is, I guess you could say. Now, on defense, we didn't get any sacks in this game, but, put a little bit of pressure on Jacoby Brissett. But, it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? So, we made him a little bit uncomfortable at the end there. I know he didn't get that, 4th and 7 where he got 6 yards, got tackled from behind on the shoelaces, I guess you could say. So they didn't pick up that first down on 4th and 7. They gave us the ball back, kind of late in the game, like 5-6 minutes left in the game, somewhere around there. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying. Overall in this game, man, I give this game an A+. And the reason why I gave that game an A+ is because of the huge turnaround on a short week. turned it around in the primetime game. So a lot of people like to say that we don't do good on primetime. You know, whether that's true or not, I haven't looked the stats up on that, so I can't answer that. But I heard a lot of people say that. But I like the fact how put that behind us. Home game, must win. Knew we had to win. Did what we had to do, to win the game. Now a lot of people not happy how we won the game, but to me personally, I don't care. We won. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So it could went the other way, then we'll be upset that we lost. So I'm glad that we won. We're in sole first place of the division. Our next game is going to tell a lot about us. Now we got plenty of time to relax and rest. 10 games from this past Thursday until our next game, which is the Patriots. The Patriots, they are finna go to play the Cowboys. Then they playing the Texans, the Texas two-step. So, but I know the Patriots gonna be at home playing the Cowboys, and they coming to Houston to play us. So, but with all that being said, though, I am, happy and excited that we did what we were supposed to in this game. DJ Reader came up with a couple of good stops, so that Brandon Scarlett, uh, Cunningham did too. Zach Cunningham, a couple of good plays. No, we didn't get any sacks, but a lot of people don't understand sometimes when you get these holding penalties because you rushing off the block and the offensive line don't have no choice but to hold you because they don't want to give up a sack. They kind of somewhat cost us a sack because that's a 10-yard play. You know what I'm saying? It cost them 10 yards. So I think that with that being said, though, this game overall was a good one. You know what I'm saying? And then the funny thing about it is a lot of people, I don't know if you realize this, but we had scored the winning touchdown. Uh, I want to say it was like 8 minutes left in the game or somewhere around there. So the Colts had plenty of time and a couple of opportunities to win the game or at least force overtime. So I know they rushed on us a lot. They 100 and like 80 yards or somewhere around there. They yeah, like 108, yeah, like 187, 85 yards, something like that. So I know that doesn't fall well for our rushing attempts, but I mean not for our rushing attempts, no, excuse me, for our rush defense. But at the end, when we needed it, that's when it really matters because I think that's when it really counts. It's like when it's time to buckle down and get it done. Do you get it done at that moment? No, it's not going to always be pretty, but do you get it done? That's what I mean. Now, with all that being said, though, I just want to do a recap of this game because I'm happy that we won this game. Excited, I guess you could say, ecstatic, all kinds of terms that you can come up, excuse me, that you can come up with in this game. Uh, and I do want to say this here real quick. We all know the story of DeAndre Hopkins and his mom, and it's great to always see him give the ball to his mom, his sisters, his brother at the when he scores, when he has a good play, big play, mainly when he scores, and it's good to see, what I'm saying, see things like that happen. Even Deshaun Watson's mom, who recovered from tongue cancer, she's at the game a lot as well too. So with all that being said, though, man, it's amazing to see things like that. How families can come together and stick together through trying times, and don't let nothing like that get them down. So hats off to them two. Well, them two families, I guess you could say, and was nothing but the best. Now, I got asked this question before while I was at work. Do I think this team is ready for the Patriots? I'm going to say it like this. I know I'm going to be biased because I am a Texan fan, but do I think this team is really ready? I'm going to say yes. Are we going to beat the Patriots? I'm going to take the bias out of it and say, are we going to beat the Patriots? Let's think. Let's see. give my honest opinion, I'm going to say yes again. Now, I'm not saying being biased in that, and I'm going to explain to you why in my next video coming up right after this. So with all that being said, this is your boy Man Up, Chunk of the Deuce for this one. Texans versus the Colts recap, Chunk the Deuce. And as always, you was in the man cave. Now I got to kick you out the man cave. Get ready for my thoughts on the next one. Holla.